Hello everyone, Matt here. It is time for this month's update. I'm out of here. So long, you suckers. Go back to your chuggas and your massays and all the other crap that goes on around here. I am done. I'm gonna dedicate my remaining days to herding goats. So, goodbye. Okay, now that we got the April Fool's thing out of the way, it'd be pretty obvious, but if anyone else actually believed that, man, they are pathetic. Anyway, now that we got this out of the way, this is hardly an update video. This is a rant video. Although there might be an update for the channel at the end of the video. So maybe try and stay tuned for that. Now, the big thing I'm ranting about here is how the gaming community has become over the years, and long story short, we have become much more toxic. You probably don't know what I mean by toxic. By toxic, I mean we're becoming to the point where people can get away with acts of... how do I put it? Well, let's just say a lot of people are starting to become bullies. And not just against other people who enjoy franchises and such. Like, they're becoming bullies to, like, everything gaming related. Like, the other fans, the other people who just want to play a game, and even the developers. And it's come to this point. It's come to a point where it now needs to be addressed, and it needs to be taken care of. Because if nothing happens, then the gaming community is gonna probably have a worse crash than before with the one thing. You know what I'm talking about. If not, maybe go look it up. Because I don't feel like talking about it. So you've got all your different kinds of gamers, right? You got the people who just want to play a game, people who like to do videos of it, present company included. People who like to just find stuff in games, people who like to break games, sort of present company included. And, you know, there's just all those types, but then, of course, you've got the people who, negatively impact the games a lot of ways. Like, there are people who just... How would I put it? Of course, you got, like, your hackers, you got your people who are... Like I said, you got your toxic people, you know, the people who like to just, bully. And then, of course, you've got people who hate on something and try to spread that. The hate spreaders, as I call them. Yeah, real clever name, but whatever. That's not the point. I'm kind of addressing more or less the toxicity and the spreading of hate. And I'm not talking about just like one franchise. I'm talking like gaming franchises and just gaming as a whole, because this is not just an issue that plagues one particular franchise, although that is sort of the fuel for this. I'll say that much. But, you know, it's just... I want to enjoy gaming. I just want to enjoy the games I get without having to worry about it. And, yeah, like I said, I can't ignore the other people anymore. It's become that big an issue. But I do want to enjoy all my games I got. I want to enjoy my Smash Bros. I want to enjoy my Pokemon. I want to enjoy my Mario Party or Mario Sports games. I want to enjoy my Kirby. I want to enjoy my Zelda. I even want to enjoy my Sonic. But of course, a lot of people these days have become just they think they can just get away with being a bunch of douchebags and all that, that it's come to the point where I can hardly enjoy a lot of stuff anymore. And of course, one such franchise is one of the biggest issues. I'm sorry about that. I'm really sorry about that. It's my controller. I accidentally hit a few buttons. Anyways, just here's a bit of an example. Say there's a guy who enjoys a game that is not liked as much. Like, say someone enjoys... what can I use as an example? Sonic Labyrinth. Like, this one person, he enjoys it. He doesn't mind what happens with it. He doesn't mind what they've done with it. He finds enjoyment in it. And then, of course, there's everyone else who's speaking out against it, saying, this game sucks because Sonic can't run fast, or this game is bad because it's on the Game Gear, or all that kind of stuff. And what they're doing is they're trying to spread this, they're trying to spread their opinions and that to the person who's trying to enjoy the game, and trying to make the game seem much, much worse than what it is in their eyes. That's just an example, though. And say someone likes a game that doesn't have all the spit and polish that a lot of games does. Like, going back to what I said, if he finds enjoyment in the game, then let him enjoy the game for what it is, and what it does, and maybe what it doesn't do, all that kind of stuff. Let that person enjoy it. Don't be a complete dick. Just don't. But of course, that's not the worst of it. Yeah, there are hate spreads and all that, but there's even worse stuff out there. One such thing I can sort of address, and I touched on this a little bit in one of my Paper Mario videos, the types who judge a book by its cover. Like, they've heard something about it, they see the thing they heard about, and remembering what they said, they just have a look at it and think, no, it's a bad game, goodbye. They don't even give it a chance. That there, I look down upon, because that is just, if you're not giving something a chance, how you know you're gonna find enjoyment, or how are you gonna find what the issues are, and, be proper about it? Yeah, that's just how bad it's become, but that's not even the worst part. One of the worst parts, and this is actually going a little bit into this guy who did a rant similar about this. Okay, fine, I'll just say it. It's this Uncle Dane guy who did a video that was about worshipping YouTubers, and that's the other thing. I'm not... Well, he touches base on it a little better, but, you know, I'm gonna give it my best. There's a lot of people on YouTube who do stuff about games. And I did touch a couple examples earlier during my April Fool's thing. But what I'm going on about, like what me and him are sort of going on about, is some people have come to the point where they act like these very popular YouTube celebrities, I'm doing air quotes, like, how would I put it? Like, these people just act like these celebrities are their lord and saviors, and yeah, that is really demeaning. That is downright pathetic. It just is. I'm sorry about that, but, you know, it's kind of true. It is really pathetic. But these people have come to the point where, because they're supporting and worshipping them and acting like every decision they make is something that is truth, and that you're kind of boosting their ego, something that you really shouldn't do. And this can lead to people there are some people who actually take advantage of this and use it to spread hate. So what I'm talking about is people who use their popularity to spread hate about something. And these people, the people that worship these guys, these celebrities, they go with it, they support it, and then they just make it a much bigger thing than it should be. Because it's just one guy, it's just this one guy who does videos who's being an asshole. That's one of the worst. Although there are worse things I can probably think of, and I'm kind of getting a little long on this video, so I'll just be quick about it. One of the main reasons why I did this rant is because of the Twitch about what's supposed to be coming up for the future of Sonic, considering it's the 25th anniversary. The way the people were acting like, my God! It spread to the developers. That there is the worst. That is the worst. It's come to the point where the developers are just not letting they're not sticking to their guns. Their pride as the developers of a franchise. And the fans, they're just being absolute idiots about it. My God! You should have seen what it was like there. That there is just outright garbage. Sorry, that got me a little agitated right there. But, you know, just, that is the main reason why I'm doing this. It's because of how the people are acting. If it spreads to the developers, you know what that really is? That's bullying. That is still outright bullying the people who are creating the stuff that you want to like, but they're just being bad people about it. And of course, because it's spreading, it's gonna ruin the franchise. People who act like that and spread that to the developers are gonna ruin the franchises for other people, and they're just gonna end those franchises altogether. We don't want that. We want to have these gaming icons, the stuff that we like. We want this to last. But it's not gonna last if it keeps up like this. Okay, sure. There's a couple of issues with some games. Some games don't turn out like they were going to. Yeah, like right there, what mind me saying, Sonic Boom. Sonic 06. Yeah, they didn't turn out like they had intended. But does that merit all this hate and bullying and just being absolute douchebags about it? No! It doesn't! It outright doesn't. That's not feedback. That's just being an idiot. Feedback should be constructive. Let them know that some things they didn't turn out like they did, but don't be an idiot about it. Be respectful. Try and be supportive. Try and get them to learn a little bit. And actually just like learn that some stuff didn't happen, and maybe some ideas, suggestions to help build upon what they did, address the issue so they know what to maybe work on, and then maybe the games will become better while also not removing or ignoring the ideas because people hated how the ideas came out originally. That's proper constructive criticism and feedback. And if, people like reviewers and that actually did something like that instead of being dicks and just saying, this is a bad game, never do this kind of crap again, they were not doing stuff like that, we'd have a much better gaming community. We'd have developers who would be learning. They'd be learning much better and we'd just be able to enjoy everything. Okay? Okay, this video went on quite a while, so yeah. That's my rant. That's just my rant. And I hope you guys actually listened. Now, as for the announcement... April Fools! There's no announcement, you rant-skipping suckers! Ha! See? I knew you guys would probably try and skip my rant altogether. So yeah, there isn't gonna be no actual update. Not until next time. So if you want to stay tuned for that, you're welcome to. So I'm Matt. That was my rant. And goodbye.